More than 100 million Americans suffer from high blood pressure. That's 1 in every 3 adults. And nearly 20% of those people don't even know they have it. That's why they call hypertension and high blood pressure the silent killer. It can strike at any time without any symptoms. You could be a ticking time bomb and not even know it. Add to that, the fact that more than 34 million Americans have diabetes. Diabetes rates have tripled in the last decade. And the complications of diabetes cost Americans billions of dollars a year.
Okay, you're looking at a guy since the age of 22 years old, 22, been dealing with high blood pressure. I used to manage it with exercise and diet, but it got progressively worse over the years. By the time I was 30, my job sent me home from work because they were so concerned about me, under stress, high cholesterol, and my blood pressure was out of control. And sent me home until I got it under control. I went to my doctor, got on the medication. This time again, I think they started me out with like 3 pills that progressively grew over the years. Make a long story short, by the time I was 37 years old, I had a heart attack. My blood pressure was 280 over 260. Had a heart attack, got to the hospital. They put me on about 3 or 4 more other blood pressure pills. Since then, I've been in the hospital numerous of times. I've done everything through research to try to find a product that can actually lower my blood pressure naturally. Not only lower it, but actually would cure what was causing it in the first place. The first day I took it, it wasn't 35 minutes that I actually felt like a totally different person. I could not believe it. It actually frightened me, as a matter of fact. I told my business partner, my former business partner, I said, would you believe I'm feeling like a new person? I could not believe that I was feeling that great. I checked my blood pressure that evening, and my blood pressure was like 135 over 96. My blood pressure got like that, but only with like 7 blood pressure pills a day plus a heart pill 3 times a day. Some of the blood pressure pills like clonidine, I took 0.3 milligrams in the morning, 0.3 milligrams at night. So actually some days I took 11 blood pressure pills just to get my blood pressure at a 130 over 90 level. But here it is 130 over 90, and I had not taken any blood pressure pills that evening. My blood pressure now is at like a 119 over 77, which is unheard of for me over the last 10 years. It is unheard of. I'd walk around any given day with a blood pressure 180 over 140, 180 over 146, 170 over 130, any given day. But right now, today, if you check my blood pressure, it's going to be in the 120 range over 81, 82, or 120 over 70 something. It's unbelievable.
Do you now understand why heart disease is the #1 killer in America? And why so many doctors are trying to warn their patients about it? About 655,000 Americans die from heart disease each year. That's 1 in every 4 deaths. And it's not just heart disease. Every year, more than 795,000 people in the United States have a stroke. And over 100,000 die from diabetes-related causes.
Who should be diagnosed with high blood pressure?
Blood pressure.
Half of all adults.
Redefining the danger zone.
75 million Americans have high blood pressure. Think about that number. High blood pressure, we call it a silent killer because you don't always know you have it. That's 1 in 3 people. Many undiagnosed also could be adding to that number, and it was a contributing cause to more than 410,000 deaths back in 2014.
Yes, it's true. 48% of Americans have some form of heart disease. Actually, the large majority of those patients have hypertension. Hypertension is what we call the silent killer.
Your heart health is not a silent killer. It turns out it's very loud. And the scariest part? You may not even know something is wrong until it's too late. High blood pressure and diabetes can cause heart attacks, stroke, heart failure, dementia, memory issues, vision loss, and so much more. Diabetes and high blood pressure cause more doctors and emergency room visits than any other ailment. Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with diabetes, high cholesterol, Heart disease? High blood pressure? Are you a stroke risk? Are you managing it with prescription medication right now? Did you know there is another way to help manage your health? I am here to tell you, there is. You can help manage your risk without having to juggle dozens of prescription medications. There is an all-natural answer to your heart health. Something that has been known for thousands of years, but has been stamped out by corporations looking to profit off your sickness. Hundreds of thousands of people suffer every year from the effects of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. Are you one of them? Would you know if you are? Symptoms can develop suddenly, or not at all. Some people have heart attacks with no warning. Some people have strokes without even knowing they are sick. Could you be one of them?
(180/111), and I had a stroke. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure 12 years ago. I had 6 mini strokes in the hospital, and I had a severe stroke 8 months later. That day was terrible. I passed out, and that's what I remember, passing out. When I woke up, I couldn't speak or walk. I felt trapped inside myself because I could think. I am an attorney, and I can't go into the courtroom because I think that most people don't find me intelligent. They tend to finish my sentences. And that's what I want to do. You have to be an advocate for your health. Because if you don't take care of yourself, this is what will happen.
240/150. I mean, it's amazing. A lot of people don't understand, including myself. I didn't, now I do, the impact of having a stroke. I thought I was in good shape. I mean, they call it the silent killer. I mean, I was fine except I had a headache. I took aspirin and the headache went away. That particular day, I had a headache, I took aspirin, and the headache didn't go away. And then next thing I know, I couldn't speak anymore. Then all of a sudden my right hand went. I was driving with my left hand. By the time I got to my house, my right leg went, so I fell out of the car. I called 911, but they couldn't understand me. Next thing I know, I'm in the hospital. I was bedridden for 2 months, fed intravenously by IV. I wasn't eating. I wasn't swallowing. Not to be able to play guitar was in my thoughts, as I had to get better because I have to play again. And now I still go to therapy 7 days a week, training on how to move my fingers. It's a tough journey. It's a new life. But I'm gonna make it better. Coming back, I will be playing again. Ask your doctor, check your blood pressure.
Do you want to prevent being at risk for high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and diabetes? What if I told you now there is an all-natural answer? What if I told you it was something so simple that it's been used for thousands of years to help people manage their heart health? What if I told you it was something that Big Pharma doesn't want you to know about because it could cost them billions in prescription costs? Would you like to know the secret that your doctor may not be telling you?
My blood pressure was 182/100, and I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke. I was in total denial that there was anything going on wrong with my body, even though I was a nurse. I didn't pay any attention to the headaches or the dizziness my memory was kind of coming and going. I just thought it was because I was so busy being a mom. It's embarrassing that I didn't pick it up in myself, but my heart stopped and I was flatlined and they had to resuscitate me, but it took quite a while. I went from running 25 miles a week to not knowing my children's birthdays. My oldest daughter had to raise my youngest, who was at that time 4. I mean, everything changed. It felt like my life was over. Then, somehow, I decided that I had to get better for my kids. And I dreamed that my memory will come back to what it used to be, and I'm doing everything that I can to make sure that it never happens, because I don't think I would survive the next one. Still, it's never going to be like it was.
150/90. As a federal law enforcement officer responsible for deterring human smuggling, I felt absolutely bulletproof when the doctors told me to change my diet, go on medication, lower my stress levels, and I didn't listen. You know, just because you feel great doesn't mean that there's not a problem. November 5th, I got off work, went home, and I was playing catch with my oldest son, and then all of a sudden I couldn't move my left arm. Turned out to be a full-blown major stroke. And then I had my second and third stroke, and followed into brain surgery to repair the damage. Very hard to imagine that I've been turned disabled. I've had to learn to swallow again. My memory is absolutely shot. The foot, I have no movement. 0. That's, head to toe. Everything's changed. If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation. I was 40 years old.
And we haven't even talked about stress. In the United States, about 55% of adults said they experience stress during most of the day, compared with just 35% globally. Did you know that stress can lead to high blood pressure, high blood sugar, a higher risk of stroke and heart disease? Stress is one of the main causes of illness in Americans. We are so stressed we are literally killing ourselves. But is there something you can do about it? Stress can come from anywhere, and some of it is completely unavoidable. Work, family life, moving, divorce, death. All the minor and major life events add up to a lot of stress. Is there something more that you can do to help prevent the worst symptoms of stress? There's always diet, exercise, and medication. But is there anything else you can do besides popping a lot of benzos? Is there something all natural that can make your life easier and that can help protect you from the ill effects of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and heart disease? You may not be able to quit your job. You may not be able to get rid of all the stress in your life, but you may be able to help manage your life in a healthier, more natural way. 70% of all adults use some type of prescription medication in America. It's a multi-billion-dollar a year industry. With doctors getting incentives for prescribing drugs, have we become a prescription nation? Are more prescriptions really what we need? Is there a better option? That's why the makers of Blood Sugar Defense are offering their all-new supplement with a patented power-packed blend of heart-healthy components. And right now, they are offering a limited-time discount just for our viewers. What is Blood Sugar Defense? Blood Sugar Defense is a patented heart-healthy supplement that is proven time and again to help people suffering from diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and even arthritis get the relief they need. So, what's in Blood Sugar Defense? The innocuous and underutilized juniper berry has been used medicinally for thousands of years. The first recorded mention of use is in an Egyptian papyrus from 1500 BCE. That tells of its use in treating tapeworms, diabetic and high blood pressure symptoms, and helping with inflammation and arthritis. Throughout history, Juniperus communis has been used by numerous different cultures to treat conditions such as warts, gout, skin growths, upset stomach, and various urinary tract and kidney diseases. And most importantly, it is known to lower blood sugar levels, lower inflammation, and lower cholesterol levels, contributing to increased heart health. It's been noted that Greek and Arabian physicians used juniper to treat many ailments, as well as the Romans, who used it for all types of stomach disorders, inflammation, diabetes-like symptoms, and to improve overall health and fitness. Native Americans of the Northeast used the berries as a food and medicinal herb used to relieve infection and ease the pain of arthritis. The Hopi boiled the berries and parts of the tree and consumed it to treat stomach disorders. Historically, juniper berries have been used to treat bladder and kidney infections, and were used in tea as a way to disinfect surgeons' tools, to lower blood pressure, and ease the symptoms of diabetes by lowering blood sugar levels. The ancient Greece called juniper berries the heart berry, because of its known effects on heart health, and its relief of diabetes symptoms. And it's not just the heart. The antiseptic properties of juniper berry help aid in the removal of waste and acidic toxins from the body and stimulate a fighting action against bacterial and yeast infections. Considered by some to be a useful diuretic, juniper has been used to remove excess water retention, which can help with water weight loss, as well as improving digestion and easing gas and stomach cramping without causing loss of electrolytes. Additionally, the berries are believed by some herbalists to be beneficial for reducing congestion and relieving asthma and colds. Juniper berries have long been used as natural medicine. So, why are we just hearing about them now? In the medicine boom of the industrial era, thousands of long-known medicinal aids were swept aside in favor of prescription medication. But that doesn't mean that these natural supplements were any less effective. In fact, many of them have proven to be more effective, and without the horrible side effects of prescription medication. That's why the makers of Blood Sugar Defense want you to try their product, completely risk-free. And with a limited time discount just for our viewers. They want you to see how easy it can be to improve your health naturally. But don't take my word for it, just hear what these doctors have to say.
For a lot of my patients, they are on so much medication, they don't want any more prescriptions. They want to try something that will help their overall health without having to worry about a million side effects. That's why I recommend Blood Sugar Defense. I have seen it work wonders on some of my patients and allowed them to live healthier lives without another trip to the pharmacy.
We are all searching for the silver bullet to heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. The truth is, living healthier lives is the answer to most of our problems. Eating better and getting more exercise is the most important factor. But sometimes, we need a little bit of help. That's where Blood Sugar Defense comes in. It allows my patients to help lower their cholesterol, blood sugar, and blood pressure naturally.
I love introducing my patients to Blood Sugar Defense. I have seen so many respond really well to it, and they love having an all-natural option to help improve their health.
As a doctor who prefers natural remedies, I'm always looking for things that will help my patients without adding more prescriptions. I've found Blood Sugar Defense to be a really great option. It uses time-tested, natural remedies to help lower blood pressure and cholesterol. And even helps my stubborn patients who don't change anything else about their lives to lower their risk for heart disease and diabetes.
One of the most exciting health benefits of juniper berry is its potential for benefiting individuals with diabetes. A recent study in diabetic rats revealed that the administration of an extract from the juniper berry for 8 days resulted in a 24% decrease in blood sugar levels. In addition, there was a significant decrease in the compound malondialdehyde in kidney tissues, which is associated with complications from diabetes. Another rat study found similar results. The consumption of an extract of juniper berries for 24 days in diabetic rats resulted in a reduction of blood glucose levels, mortality index, and the prevention of body weight loss. Although more research is necessary to observe this result in humans, the active compounds in juniper berry extract may be incredibly useful for the development of new natural alternatives to heal diabetes. Due to its powerful antioxidant properties, juniper berries may help to improve heart function. A study examining the effects of antioxidant properties of essential oils found that